Hello and welcome to Soldier Side's video game reviews. And today we will be reviewing Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. It is a fighting game that supports 1 or 2 players and has online multiplayer. It was developed and published by Midway and it was released on November 16, 2008 for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 and has a rating of T for teen. Now, this is the eighth game in the Mortal Kombat franchise, and a lot of people have been complaining about the lack of blood and gore in this installment because DC would not allow the Mortal Kombat franchise to rip the head off of Superman or vice versa. So, one of the controversial things between fans of Mortal Kombat is that Mortal Kombat people wanted to see, people get their heads ripped off, and this is like they're lowering the bar a little bit on the gore level. However, a lot of people wanted to, see how this would turn out because a lot of people were wondering, well, how exactly would a crossover between Mortal Kombat and DC Universe work? Some people thought that it was going to be a great game, and some people thought it was going to be horrible. Well, is it a great game or is it a horrible game? Let's find out.
The basic storyline of Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe is thus. Basically what happens is Raiden shoots Shao Kahn with his lightning bolt, and at the same time Superman shoots his laser beams at Darkseid, and this creates a new villain called Dark Kahn, who is like the combination of both characters, and this causes the two worlds to collide, and each side thinks the other side is invading. So that's the basic storyline. I like the fact that they include a really good storyline with this game, because most fighting games don't include a storyline at all, or it's very, very small and insignificant. Well, it's pretty interesting with this title is they added a lot of new things to the series, like the free fall combat, the ability to break through walls. And when you grab someone and get up close to them, you can do some punches and kicks. It's like a guessing game, like paper rock scissors kind of, only much more deadly. Each of the moves to the characters are unique and fresh. Like every character is different. Some characters have teleportation moves and stuff that are similar, but every character feels like Superman feels like Superman, Batman feels like Batman, and they're very, very balanced. Although there are some glitches in the game that I've noticed, like during online play where a character would freeze or other stuff like that, and there's some infinites where you can infinitely hit someone and kill them instantly, but you can get out of that using the rage. So it's very, very balanced game, and it has a lot of replayability because of the story mode is really good. I played the story mode a couple times because I just really like the storyline, and it has online, and online's pretty good. There's only a couple of matches where it timed out or anything strange like that happened, So the replayability is pretty good. The graphics are pretty good. There are some places where the graphics look kind of weak and, the shading was off, but the sound is really, really good. The voice acting is top quality, I think, in this game, because each of the characters sound like what they should sound like. So I like this. The sound is probably one of the best things in the game. Because the storyline is so good, it has a great deal of replayability, and the ability to play online adds to it too. And the online is almost flawless, except for occasionally something weird would happen, like it would disconnect. That only happens on rare occasion. Overall, it's a very fun game. The gameplay's good, the controls are good, the story is pretty good for a fighting game, the graphics are okay, the sound is excellent, the replayability is pretty good. Aside from the occasional glitches in the game, I I would give it a score of 7 out of 10. If they just polished the game up a little bit, it would have gotten a perfect score.